Whenever we do interviews, whether they're job interviews for a sales position or any type of interview, it's hard not to feel like it's an interrogation process. They're looking deep into your soul and seeing if you're worthy to enter their organization. But what if you could get kind of like a cheat sheet of some of the most difficult questions and then actually get the right answers to those difficult questions? How much easier would that process be? Well, today we have those for you, and we're going to teach you how you can answer some of the most difficult questions you get in a sales interview. Hey, everyone. Welcome to another great episode of the Sales Evangelist podcast here on TSC TV on YouTube. I'm so glad to have you here. I'm your host, Mr. Donald C. Kelly, the Sales Evangelist. And I'm so excited for another great episode. I'm so excited to be here with you today. And on this episode, we're going to do something totally different than the way we do our videos. We're going to talk about three top questions that you need to get down pat when it comes towards going for your next sales job. Imagine if you can figure out what these VPs or directors or hiring managers are going to ask and the most difficult questions and how you can answer them. Well, I got a chance to connect with my friend Kathleen, and Kathleen runs an organization where she does just this. She helps sales professionals and executives get placed in organization. You can find out more about Kathleen and her awesome company down below in the description. And you can see something that just popped up at the bottom of the screen there about her company as well. So make sure to go ahead and connect with her. Now, if this is your first time watching one of my videos, I ask you to go ahead and subscribe, as well as to leave us, please, a little comment below and let us know which one of these questions that you like the most. Now, as we go through it, Kathleen's just going to explain these questions. The first one actually blew my mind because I thought that everybody in the world knows how to do this. Didn't you guys think that as well? Everybody in the team thought this as well, but it wasn't the case. And it's fascinating. Here's what she says.
So basically, I thought about some questions that sales executives and sales reps, individual contributors, bomb. What are the questions where they kind of goof up? And one of them is their selling process. A VP of sales might ask them, talk to me about your selling process from beginning to end. And the sales rep just doesn't know how to articulate what that process looks like. They might give a portion of that process, even though they might be selling an amazing and going through a regular process, maybe one they've even been trained on. They just get caught up on not sharing the entire process. And so what happens is that leader thinks that they don't have enough depth to them.
Now, if that didn't blow your mind, I don't know what else will. Well, actually, I do. The second point that Kathleen shared, or second question that you should be aware of, comes down to understanding your numbers as a sales professional.
Tell me where you came in against quota. And if somebody is not able to articulate where they came in against quota, whether it's above quota, under quota, what that exact number is, it's not a good thing. I mean, if a sales rep doesn't know their number, it's viewed as really, really negative. The individual should say, but I measure myself on X amount of, sales in a certain quarter, and this is what I did last year, and I wanted to achieve that by, let's say, 10%, and this is where I am now. So something that shows that they can wrap their brain and hands around numbers and metrics.
Now, if that didn't blow your mind when it came towards the processes and then understanding the numbers, this one definitely will. And it comes down to the hunting. Some sales professionals claim they know how to hunt for new business. Well, when you go for a job interview and they ask you the challenging questions around that, you need to be able to answer that question precisely. Kathleen shares on the third question what that question that you should be aware of and how you should come prepared to answer that one.
So prospecting in general, it's changed, right? How a rep prospects. And a question that a VP of sales might ask is, tell me, how do you hunt for new business and what is your prospecting strategy? Even 10 years ago, maybe even 5 years ago, it would be okay if that individual just said, I pound the pavement on the phone, or I pound the pavement on the phone with some emails. But in today's marketplace, if you're not handling prospecting in an integrated manner, whether it be from LinkedIn, hitting them up in person and the phone and email with, numerous drip campaigns and things of that nature, you're viewed as somebody who's antiquated in your approaches. So you really have to think about what you're doing from a prospecting standpoint in advance. Write it down, right? Don't be prepared, and don't just default to, well, I call and I cold call as many times as I can, or I blind LinkedIn message as many. Think about the strategy behind in which way you do this.
Now, besides all of that, one of the many, many, many things that we always talk about on our podcast is that salespeople need to know, and everyone in general need to know how to stand out from the pack. In order to be successful, yes, do the opposite of what everyone else is doing. Here's what Kathleen said when it comes towards differentiation for you as a seller.
I think the differentiation that people aren't portraying is that they're still open to seeing a customer in person. Or how do they differentiate by video? Like, let's say, for an example, if customers aren't ready to see them face to face, are you having a Zoom coffee? Are you sending them, let's say, dinner takeout, and you've got dinner and you guys sit there and you talk? That's creative, right? That's a differentiator. That's a way to stay in front of them. So creativity with sales reps is just, it's a major thing. So you have to show, how do you differentiate from the other?
Now, finally, ladies and gentlemen, as you know, I always want to find out from our guests, what is one of the most major important points that they want you to take away from an interview? And today, Kathleen shares just that when it comes towards answering difficult questions and landing your dream job.
Stay the course and treat it like a selling process. Literally, you have to treat it like a selling process. Get in front of the hiring manager, differentiate yourself, like I said. Show them you're different, show them your resilience and prospecting skills through the process. It wins. It really does win, especially for salespeople.
Hey, if you want to go ahead and connect with Kathleen, go ahead and do so. She has all of her information down below. You can check it in the description. I appreciate Kathleen coming on our show and sharing these insights. I appreciate you watching this, and I hope that you're able to get the help that you need when it comes towards just top 3 questions. We actually gave you a bonus there with differentiation. Those are some of the top 4 things that you need to know and questions that you need to know how to answer when it comes towards landing your dream job, that next dream job. There are a lot of opportunities out there. Take advantage of it. Listen, we do this stuff because we want you to succeed. We want you to find more of those ideal customers. We want you to know how to reach out to them. We want you to close more deals. If you want to go ahead and connect with Kathleen, here's some information on how you can go about doing so.
Yeah, well, we do business with companies around the world who are hiring sales reps and executive salespeople. You can find us, navigarecruiting.com. We're all over LinkedIn. We're on Twitter. We're on Facebook. We're everywhere. Naviga Recruiting. If you Google us, you'll hit us up. You'll find ways.
Now, most importantly, besides helping you close more business, I want you to go out each and every single day. Leave us reviews, subscribe, but do big things. Thank you so much for watching. Hey, thanks so much for taking the time to watch this video today. If you enjoyed the content, I ask you to go ahead and hit that like button, that thumbs up at the bottom right-hand corner. Also, to make sure to subscribe if you haven't done so already. This way, we'll keep you up to date with all the latest sales strategies, latest tools, and things that are going to help you to not only find more prospects, but to close more deals. Thanks so much.